next presentation? All right, so it is Tish Gerling with Tranquility Massage.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm going to say I'm kind of the same way. I actually was a teacher for 9 years, so I'm used to speaking in front of people, but kids is a lot different than adults. So I'm Tish Gerling. I own Tranquility Massage here in town. Our mission is to just pretty much deliver exceptional therapeutic and now other types of wellness services. This needs to be updated to enhance people's health, relieve pain, and reduce stress. We're dedicated to creating a safe and welcoming environment where people feel cared for and valued. Our vision is to, over the future, just be a trusted sanctuary place for people to come for their self-care, their physical and emotional well-being, while paving the way for future services. So these are our professionals. I'm the owner. I have been a massage therapist for 20 years, almost 21 years. I personally focus on pain relief for headaches, migraines, low back pain, and I have personal experience with all those, so I kind of know what people are going through, which makes me able to help people a little bit better than someone who's never experienced that before. I have another massage therapist, Tess Bravo. She's actually here today. She's been with me since day one when I opened here in town. She does lots and lots of massage services. She specializes in corporate chair massages. She does lots of chair massages. She will work with people on businesses on how they want to offer those services to their employees or customers or whatever. She will customize a package for you. And then just recently in the past few months, we've added Hannah. She is a licensed esthetician. She offers lots of services that I'm going to kind of go over some of the services that we offer. But she is newer. She's done really well for our clients. She's brought in new clients, and everyone's been really happy with her services. Oh, wait, I think I pushed the wrong button. There we go. Okay. All right, so a little bit about my background. I did graduate from Heritage College in December of 2004. I worked for a couple small salons here in town and quickly realized that working in like a hair nail salon was not what I wanted. There's lots of noises, lots of smells, people are talking really loud a lot, and that's just not what I envisioned. That's not what I wanted for my clients. I also ended up working for a couple years as a massage therapist at SSM Hospice in Maryville. So we covered all the counties in Northwest Missouri, and so I was privileged to provide people with massage in their last months. That was probably one of my favorite jobs. It's very hard, very taxing, but I did enjoy it. I opened Tranquility in July of 2013 while I was also going to Missouri Western to get my teaching degree. Wasn't really sure with some of my back pain and stuff if I could do massage long term for the rest of my life. So I did that. I taught for 9 years for St. Joe School District, and I just actually officially resigned in teaching this past May because in February we moved Tranquility. We moved to a bigger location, added more people, and so that's kind of the goal now is to expand. So our target client, no hate to you fellas, but generally this is going to be our target market is females kind of 30 to 55. We have people younger, we have people older, mid to upper level professionals or caregivers, people who can just kind of afford regular massage without it being a burden on them. Someone where they can just kind of take some time to take care of themselves as well, because generally most of our clients are moms to kids, teenagers, and they've put themselves last for several years. So we're kind of trying to kind of pull those ladies in and help them with their own self-care. So with massage, between Tess and I, we offer a variety of modalities for relaxation and pain relief. We can offer suggestions for continuation of self-care at home. I actually got certified as a corrective exercise specialist because giving a certain level of advice to people is beyond a massage therapist's scope. So I did that so I could say, hey, I see you kind of have this going on, or you're complaining of this. We do a massage, and I can give you those tips on how to kind of make yourself feel better long term. Our esthetician offers facials, peels, dermaplane, microderm, microcurrent, eyebrow and eyelash services, and we have memberships for all of these services. So it's easier you kind of get a discount. It's easier to keep up on your self-care. It's easy. You pay whatever service you pick, you pay a monthly fee that's already discounted, and then you know it's there. It's a recurring thing. You can stick into your budget, and we found a lot of people really enjoy that and like that because it makes them put themselves first. So I only went back to 2021, and this is just for me. So how this works is kind of like at a hair salon, if you guys aren't familiar with that. So I am Tranquility, I pay that. The other two girls, they have their own businesses, and they just pay room rental for their rooms each month. So when I'm talking about these, this is just personally for me. This doesn't have any of their stuff involved. So total services is literally just the number of massages I gave each year. So I had a small jump, and as you can see, these are still from when I was teaching. I also have 2 kids who are involved in school and sports and things. So when I was doing that, it was a lot less. And then in 2005, when we officially moved, as of right now, through July 31st is when I did this. I'd already done 176 services, and that's with kind of juggling teaching for that first half of the year. My kids, my son plays baseball, so April was pretty much non-existent for work for me. And then when it came to my actual income or my sales each year, those were the increases that I saw. 22 to 23 was a huge jump. I'm not really sure what affected that year. And then so far this year, when I put in my resignation and I moved buildings, I made a goal for myself. This was all done in January, so I was getting my tax stuff ready anyway. So I said, okay, this is what I made in 24. So this is my goal for 25. I'm already 62% to my goal. So it was a pretty lofty goal for me. I tend to be more on the kind of moderate, safe, secure side. I don't want to kind of go, really big. So that was a pretty good goal for me to be setting. This is our new location. We just moved on Massany, or between Massany and Mitchell on Woodbine, those little cookie cutter buildings. So this is our new facility. This is when you first walk in, kind of a cozy waiting area. These ones are kind of hard to see. This is my treatment room. That is Tessa's treatment room. And then our esthetician's treatment room. So we tried to make it very welcoming for everyone. So far, for marketing, we're doing a lot of email campaigns. I'm trying to get better on social media, something I'm not super comfortable with, but we're going to get better. I'm going to push myself, and we're going to get better at that. Some possible additions that I would really like to do. I have offered massage classes for couples in the past. It just got to the point where I didn't have anywhere to physically do it. So I'm hoping to kind of expand and begin offering those again. We've talked about offering stretching classes, possibly adding someone for like yoga or Pilates. And we're kind of stuck in this limbo with our building is kind of the issue. We're the only ones in our building, so we could possibly grow and expand out. There's one room that would be great for all these classes, and then possibly on the other side, if I could get that, maybe putting in some salon services. The only thing is, if you guys know those buildings, parking is an issue. We do have that issue. And then some challenges. So just back to just me, again, not speaking for the other girls. I do have a steady base of loyal clients, but I'm not yet at the volume I would like in order to reach my goals. So that's something that has been a challenge, is just getting more people to come in consistently again. I have a lot of people who are on their own schedule, their own routines, but I would like for that to be more frequent and have more people that come in frequently. And then team expansion. like with the other options within the building. I'd kind of like to add that maybe later in the future, but currently I would really like to really soon add another full-time provider. That would increase the rental income and then allow for service expansion so we can reach more people and service more people in the area. So.
Great job.
I got my eyebrows done quite a while ago, and the guy wasn't like, all right, do you want to schedule your next appointment, or let's schedule your next appointment? Is that something, if you don't do that, I would recommend it.
Right.
They're already there, and they probably feel pressured, like, okay, I should probably.
Yeah, I personally do. Not sure about the other girls. I'm sure they do. We kind of talk about how, you know, you need to get people in, you know, get them committed right away. Again, so that's something, and it is hard. It feels pushy. It feels salesy. But they're already there for your services. They've already put the, you know, the money and the mindset aside. So that is something that would
like,
kick them.
yeah, even saving them the inconvenience of having to like get back on your website.
Yeah, and a lot of people, you know, it is an inconvenience, or maybe we do have some older people who they're like, I'm not comfortable with that, or I don't want to create an account. Can you just book it for me? And those are easy ways we can help our clients.
Okay, so I know you said your target market is normally females. I work on the fire department, and I hear a lot of the guys talk about getting massages, or they have, or have whatever. I wonder if you could do, I know you don't want to discount too much, but like a first responder discount.
So I used to do that. That's a good idea. I used
Yeah.
to do that because I had a client who lived in a rural area, and he was a volunteer firefighter, paramedic, things like that. So I used to offer that. I will preface this. This might be a possible change. We did, so I said we're all separate providers. So Tess takes pretty much anybody that calls her. I saw an influx over the years of inappropriate messages and solicitations. So on the website, it actually says that I will not take new male clients without a female referral from like a client referral. Just because it became kind of like a safety issue. Our last building, we were actually in an office building on Oakland Avenue, and so we were upstairs. Most of the time I work teaching, I would work, you know, into the evening, so I was there in the whole building by myself. It's kind of a dark area, even outside in the parking lot. So I did do that just for kind of safety concern issues. But if it comes from someone like, you know, even you know, hey, these are my firefighter friends.
Yeah.
They're legit. It's fine. But just random like calls and texts from, oh, I just found you on Google, became an issue. But absolutely, I will take new male clients too, as long as, you know, I know kind of where they came from and some connections there.
Do you have a final like in-game plan, like an exit scene, or
So,
what is the ultimate goal?
Yeah, so with going from having this income and teaching income to then just this, I did take a very, very flexible part-time job for the mornings. One of my goals now is my son is a junior in high school. He goes to St. Joe Christian, so my goal is to, once he is out of school, to be able to stop working, and then eventually I would like to, I love massaging, I love helping people, but I'm not getting any younger, and it is really hard on your hands and forearms and stuff. So eventually I would like to just run the business and have the providers working with clients. So that's my end goal. I would say that's probably about 10 years or so out, hopefully.
So thank you for your teaching.
you.
You know, usually we applaud when people leave their corporate jobs, but as needing teachers,
Yeah.
we're not going to do that.
It's a little different.
Yes. But I also want to say, have you, because of your location, have you specifically promoted to Missouri Western and Mosaic?
I actually haven't. I have some people who work at both those facilities, but that is something that I can look into. It's actually going in and
Yeah, Missouri
Speaking of
Western you can, and Mosaic has a specific person in charge of that you could get them in touch with.
Yeah.
And you probably could go out and put your chair up, because I know they've done that before.
Yeah, the spot desk, but also I thought when you talked about hospice, even working with hospice care here, like there's even funding, like philanthropy dollars, that might provide additional services to our patients to have increased, better care, and sometimes that means bringing in outside vendor to provide things. So that's kind of what my mind went.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, how could she connect with hospice here?
Yeah, that would be a great connection. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
And if not you, when you're bringing someone on, that gives a potential client base that they could expand into.
And the spa desk, they do all employee appreciation services, concierge services, really.
Okay.
Do you work at the spa desk?
I used to work in an office right next to the spa desk, and I know all those ladies. I still work with them.
Yeah, I was like, Tess used to be one of the therapists that was there years ago.
It's like I have questions
We all-
if you do.
We often don't let our presenters give samples, but are you able
And you're going to be the first one. We only have one time for one, Annette.
I don't know. Next week.
If you had a monthly membership for the esthetician for the face, wait, have you ever done that with massage? 'Cause that's
I
what
started that with massages, yes. I've done memberships for, I think, 4 or 5 years now.
Okay, because
Yeah.
that's how I always enrolled for the longest time, and it wasn't just like, I mean, but they were always corporate places. I never saw a smaller business doing that.
Yeah, and I actually have various memberships. So, like, I have one for 60 minutes, 90 minutes, one that has 60 and a 30. So, I have a lot of people who they're like, I can't afford, I don't have time to come in for 2 hours a month, but, like, by week 3, I'm dying and I can't make it through. So, they'll come in and do, like, an hour, and then 2 weeks later, a 30-minute kind of pick me up, and then they're just on that cycle. My memberships also come with a 30% discount on any other services. So if you get one that's just an hour and then you need to come in again, then you'll get 30% off whatever service you get.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on like the monthly membership? So like, let's say for instance, they have one and they get one massage a month, and let's say they miss it, like either your schedule doesn't work or they're sick and so do you let them carry that over or how do you handle those clients?
I actually started my memberships before our booking software did that, and so I was manually having to keep track of they used it or they didn't, and now it does it all for me. You can go in and you can see all the credits that you have, and it's, I think I'm going to say, don't quote me on this, I know it's on video, it's fine. I want to say that like the 60-minute membership, I think it's a $10 or $15 discount is what you get when you pay for it. It automatically charges to your card. The day it charges, you get your credit. If you don't use it, I think the website says it carries over for 2 months. I think.
Oh, okay.
I would never do that. I feel like I can't. I feel like that's kind of stealing from people, and I can't do that. So if you don't come in for 6 months, then for one, I'm going to be texting you or calling you and be like, hey, I haven't seen you. You need to come in. But then you would still have all those. Like, I can't take that away from people.
Do you have like add-ons, so just a way to increase, each sale?
So what we used to do add-ons, and I restructured kind of our options and our prices and things. So now what we do is we offer, we started time-based charging a long time ago. So it wasn't, I want a deep tissue or I want this, because most people don't really know the difference between those. So we went to time-based systems several years ago. And then in, I think it was January, we kind of reevaluated prices, raised our prices, and instead of doing add-ons, we had like a basic massage. I think I called it a personalized massage because we personalize it to everyone anyway. And then we have what we called indulgence massage, which would be any add-ons that you want. So you don't have to say, oh, well, I want cupping, I want vacuum therapy, I want aromatherapy, I want this, I want that, and pay for each one separately. It's just the massage is more, and you get any of those add-ons that you want or we feel that you need to get the best experience.
As a long-term massage user, I appreciate
Yeah.
it so much.
I don't like nickeling and diming people to death, so if you want those extras, it's just a little bit more expensive than a regular massage.
So your target market seems really well defined. Do you have any specific marketing strategies to target that group, or have you learned anything more to
So really
niche down your?
what we've kind of found with personally our target market is just our customers. We do, I mean, most of it is word of mouth. They tell their friends. We offer referral discounts. So a lot of it is just, hey, my friend, I do get random clients off of our website, which is Massage Book. People go there, they try to find a provider in the area, and they come and those normally turn into repeat clients. But that is something else that, again, is great for today because I'm like, well, how do I reach you ladies? What are your suggestions for me to reach people in this area? Those two were great suggestions, and we will be looking into those. I'm going to talk to you in a minute.
Okay, so I'm curious as I get old. One, I love massages. I spoil myself with them, but it amazes me the amount of people are like, oh, I've never had one. I'm like,
Yes.
you're 15, you've never had one? I was like,
Yeah.
So could you maybe talk more about not even just like the physical relief, but even just like the mental, like just all the benefits of a massage and why you should at least try one?
A lot of people come in and they just lay there in complete silence, or they'll fall asleep. I even have couples who come in and one will talk the whole time, and one is like, I fall asleep, and they think the other one's crazy. But I think a big deal is, especially women, you're on the go all the time. You're taking care of everyone else. So just having that time to just do nothing, say nothing, not have to listen to anything. You can just do whatever you want. And even that, and just the stress relief. I've had people, like, I like to, if it's a full body massage, I like to start on the face and the scalp. And I've had people just like break out in tears before, just because it's just that release when you kind of feel the relaxation. And it just happens. And they're like, I'm so sorry. That's fine. I got a massage one time. I was still in school. I think I was student teaching. And I told the lady, I said, I'm so stressed. I don't know what's going to happen. I might cry. I might fall asleep. I don't know. So please just ignore whatever I do. But people don't understand, like, the psychological toll it can take on your body. Like, and when you kind of release all that, it just allows your body to let go. And so not only physical, I've got knots in my shoulders, but you just kind of feel like more clear-headed when you leave, and it's a great thing. So yeah, I'm astounded when people, one of my best friends finally came in for a massage a few months ago, and she's like, my biggest regret is, not ever doing this, because she never had one. So.
Biggest suggestion.
I need all the suggestions,
I am
please.
a massage addict, maybe? I don't know.
Perfect word.
Like,
Enthusiast.
my favorite experiences were when the massage therapist was keeping like client notes on me, and like I didn't want to have to retell like what I liked or where to start, and so even like the debrief at the end of today's massage, so that my notes are up to date, so when I come in next time we just start.
Yes.
And like I've always really appreciated like making it feel much more personalized, so we didn't have to go, okay, I like to focus on my scalp and shoulders, or whatever it was.
Yeah. So that's actually a legal requirement to take notes about clients and kind of what their complaints are, what you did with them, the plan for next time, the plan you suggest to them, whether I suggest you come back in 2 weeks or a month or whatever. So that's a legal requirement, but also it's really good when you're able to remember the client. So when they do come in, hey, is there anything different today? Yes. Do you have any specific thing going on? But, even like when you remember that they were going to take a vacation or that they had this going on, I feel like that really helps clients feel more comfortable with you, because it's a very different experience when you're not used to it. So when you can talk to that person and they're going to see you as, a person and a human, and they remember your stuff and your, I think that helps a lot build that relationship and that trust.
Anything else?
Tess, do you have anything to add really quick before? No? No?
What do you still do a lot of like your chair massages at businesses? Like, how does that work? Can you elaborate on that?
Like
Are you
today
comfortable?
I got an appointment at our office, and then I'm going to go to the prison. One of the nurses from when I did chair massages at Mosaic contacted me. Was like, hey, I know this is last minute, but can you come to our health fair for the employees? So from 1 to 2, I'll be 1 to 3, I'll be at the prison.
So how do corporates do they have like their employees pay you, or do they just pay you a flat fee for those hours, or how does that usually work, or does it differ between?
Either. That's why I like talking to people to see what they want to do, so that way I can puzzle piece and create their own chair massage day, whatever they want to do. I have like a flat rate, like an hourly rate, where they can pay per person. And I was at American Family Regional Office.
Oh,
this
yeah,
year.
yeah.
And they had their employees pay me.
Yeah, that's what we yeah.
So it just kind of depends. That's why I like talking to them and figuring out what we can mesh together.
And that reminds me, something brand new that I just started. Tess sometimes has time to join me, sometimes she doesn't. I started what I'm calling walk-in Wednesdays from 11:30 to 1:30. We just have the chair set up. I don't schedule any appointments. People can just walk in, grab a 10 or 15 minute chair massage on their lunch break or whatever, and then leave. So we've had some success with that. Some people really enjoyed it. They're like, it was worth it to me to run out here, and then I'll eat my, drink a protein shake or eat my lunch at my desk or whatever. So that's been a hit. So anybody you know, if they need like a little pick me up on Wednesday, they can run it between 11:30 and 1:30.
That is good to know. Yeah, that's a good.
That should have been slow.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it until just now. I was like, oh gosh, it's a pretty new thing. So
Is that today?
yes.
What?
I'm a runner.
Yeah. The one thing I did put in there though is like cash or Venmo only. I don't want to have to like deal with credit cards and
Processing
stuff. If,
payments.
There's other people waiting. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you all, and
We
just
have a little announcement. You wanna
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, sorry. Hello everyone, I'm Lindsay Porter, and my announcement is that I set a clinic date for my first clinic for youth girls lacrosse in St. Joe. So if you have any daughters, any granddaughters who want to try the sport, they don't need any equipment. I got equipment donated, and the Facebook, I had flyers, but I left them at home. The Facebook's Mighty Mo Lacrosse, and there's a link on there for you to register. But yeah, if you guys could share that and get the word out, I want to really introduce the sport to these girls in the community. So September 28th is the clinic date.
What's the age? Awesome.
It's kindergarten up through high school. Yep.
Cool.
Just girls. Sorry if you have sons.
Where are you holding that?
It's gonna be at the North Side Complex by Krug Park.
Oh, nice.
The south fields. Yeah, one of the fields.
I've got a quick update. I've been here before with the Lions Club. We are selling scholarship tickets for an individual that was with us for a number of years and had a tragedy. We're turning in next week, it's 28th. I got a few left in my book to sell to get to them, so if you have that, I've got some tickets over here for you.
And your workshop today?
And we're having workshops, Holy Rose Credit Union, one of the things we do is put on workshops for small businesses, for individuals. And so we're having a financial workshop today at downtown at the Mocan Regional Council building at 11:30. We have lunch available, so if you're interested, come on down.
I have an announcement too. It must be announcement day. I have a building downtown that is for lease. It is about 1,600 square feet. It is right by Boudreaux's. There's a brewery next door to it. So if you know anybody, reach out to me. We'd like to fill that space. So thank you guys for coming. And the presenters will stay after if you have any questions or anything.
Can I make another announcement?
Yes, one more.
I'm Joe Pilgrim from Joe's Ballroom Dancing, and I got classes starting up again. I've been going since 2014. But if anybody's interested in doing social dance, ballroom dancing, swing, East Coast, West Coast, waltz, things like that, love to have you come dance with us. We start September 9th, Tuesday nights, 6 to 9 p.m.